Hi, my beautiful butterflies. So, I am just going to recap what happened today. I did get up early enough to go out and be Instacarting by around noonish. I took my first ever Home Depot order. It was like $8 or $9. Very quick, easy. It was five or six items. I can't remember. I think it was six. It was six. Super easy, very nice person. I then did, I think it was a Fred Meyer shop. Yeah, it was a Fred Meyer shop. Delivered that one. That wasn't very far. That was a quick and easy one. And then I took a third order. That was another Fred Meyer shop, but I had to go 15 miles. So if you guys don't know, I live in Washington State. I have to travel from my hometown of Shelton to Olympia area, Thurston County. So it takes about an hour from my house to get to like Tumwater. That's where I usually go. And it took me a while today. I only got 4 orders in, but I did make just under $40. It was $39.46. 10 of that was tips. I then took one last order on my way home from the 15-mile one. I took kind of the scenic route home. I was able to get gas for $3.50 a gallon, which spent $17 on gas before I even started, which was nice. I've been consistently doing like $17 or $18. That is filling half of my tank. Because I can't do a full fill, I have to estimate how much gas I have. I know when it gets down to about half, I have about 5 gallons of gas left in my tank. So I just fill my tank based on 5 gallons of gas. It's just kind of how I do it right now. I'm trying to remember where I took my last one. Oh, I had to go to Target. That's right. That one was kind of interesting because they had the wrong aisle number for my very last item, which was some yogurt. So I had spent a couple of extra minutes dealing with that. Got home. I went to the bank first. Excuse me. After I did that one, I went through Olympia, downtown Olympia, because I already knew I-5 was packed. It was pretty much stop and go traffic, and I did not feel like sitting in that. So I went through town, which was faster, typically is. Stopped at the bank. I did stop and got some McDonald's. That's where I spent $2.16. Got me McChicken. Used my app, so I had 40% off. I almost got hit going across the street from the bank to McDonald's, driving, mind you. I had the right of way, and somebody was turning. I don't know what they were. I don't think they were paying attention. And then I took the scenic route home. I could have taken 101 home, but usually about 5 o'clock is when it just gets really backed up. So I just took scenic route home, stopped at Walmart, picked up some of my meds and some corn dogs for dinner. That was on my EBT, so I have like $20 left on my EBT, somewhere around there. Probably more than that. Came home. By this time it was already dark. Fixed me a couple of corn dogs, watched a show, ended up laying down probably about 7 o'clock, and because I was tired, I was exhausted. Woke up around 10:45ish to no power. Yay! So I went and lit 3 candles, and I folded 1 full laundry basket of clothes. I still have at least another laundry basket full of clothes that I need to fold and put away, but that will be another day. I do have, let's see, I'm going to be working tomorrow, which is Saturday. Right now it technically is Saturday because it's after midnight, but that's okay. So I'm going to work today. I'm going to go back to sleep here in probably half an hour, give or take. I am just doing my due diligence and getting some water in me. So this is Great Values peach iced tea. It's just what I drink. You like my cup? This cup I got from one of my old work companies. Yeah. Now, I will say, I do pack a lunch with me whenever I do Instacarting. I have a ton of snacks, a lot of granola bars, pretzels, and then I usually I refill my water bottles, put them in the freezer and use them as ice packs. So I have that, and then also I have some small Gatorades, which again, I will fill those with water, use them in an ice pack. Today I had a Lunchable left over, and then I bought some red grapes that I put in a snack size baggie. Didn't eat either one of those. I have some of the diabetic nutritional shakes, like the Ensure shakes, but they're for people with diabetes. I took one of those with me. I took a Gatorade with me. Drank both of those. And then I also drank some of the water out of my ice pack, out of the ice pack that I had. And then I actually also forgot that I had some green tea. This is my favorite green tea. So it's ginseng and honey. So I forgot I had this in my other lunchbox that I had. So I drank that. Still had it by the time I was coming home. So I'll finish that off tonight before I went to bed. I still have my Lunchable and my grapes. I put them back in the fridge when I got home. So I will take those with me tomorrow. I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to pack another set of grapes, though. Because that's not a whole lot of grapes. And I have tons of the snack pack size baggies. Oh, and then I have some banana chips, too, that I was snacking on. That's one way that I have lost weight, is I just snack like crazy. But I try and choose healthy snacks. I did purchase, as one of my treats today, Skittles. Again, it's a treat. Yeah, I think that's about it for today's update. Sunday, I have a Christmas dinner to go to with my mom's boyfriend's family. They all get together and do an early Christmas dinner. And then I think next weekend is the family reunion for them. If I remember right, they always do a family reunion out at the ocean. So we'll see if I go or not. I don't know. Because the 16th, I have my my 6-week post-op with my neurosurgeon. So we'll see how things go. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but the other day when I was Instacarting, I came across an order. I had to pick up. So technically, I have a weight restriction on how much weight I can pick up. I'm supposed to only do a max of like 10 pounds. I ended up picking up an Instacart order that was 2 35-pound jugs of cat litter. And I had to take them up a flight of stairs. Granted, the stairs weren't bad because they were kind of on the smaller side of like the bit in front, you know, how high they are. They're the smaller, they're maybe like 5 inches high, maybe. I don't know. But it was also it was really weird, but it was a pain. I had to do 2 trips up the steps because there was no way because I had those 2 big bulky items, and then there was another item. It was another bulky item. I don't remember what it was. But anyways, that's kind of just the thing you kind of have to pay attention to. And I was willing to do it because when I first saw it, I thought maybe it's just like the 20-pound thing of cat litters. You know, I was like, I can do 20 pounds. 35 pounds was a little much, I think. I believe after that order, I quit that day because I was starting to get a headache, and that's when I know I've done too much. So I have a little pro tip. I have a bottle of Tylenol, off-brand, at home, and I have one in my car. Just when you're doing the Instacarting, always keep something like that with you. I do need to put in, I have a whole bunch of Walmart pickup grocery bags. So the paper ones with the handles, here at the house that I need to put in my car so that I can have them as extra for when I do small little orders and I want to not necessarily always make the customer buy a bag. Or if I just need some, if I need it for my own personal shopping at Walmart, I need to put them back in my car. But I have to put them inside where I sit because my trunk leaks. So unless I put them in another bag, then they get wet, unfortunately. All right. Well, that's everything. I have been using this here to keep track of all of my expenses and blood sugar or blood pressure. The 4th, I forgot to do my blood pressure, and I forgot to write down my income and my spending, but I'm not going to worry about that because I didn't spend anything and I didn't earn anything because that was the day I took off. So I will probably find some other stickers to kind of say like day off. I feel bad though because of this page here. This is my blood pressure log that I'm going to take with me to my doctor's so that I'm not carrying this thing around. Yeah. I hope everyone has a wonderful, happy holidays. I am going to go ahead, finish watching my show, finish drinking my tea, probably switch to some hot chamomile tea to help me actually fall asleep. And I think I'm going to grab something to eat. I might eat my grapes that I had because I'm a little hungry. All right, my beautiful butterflies. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.